Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, angry faithful of all ages, it's episode 241, oh my, of Nerd Sports. Welcome everybody. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood. I would say that there's not a lot of news to cover, but there's some football stuff happening in the world. But before we get at all that, just like we have been over the last couple of months, we're going to turn things over to our esteemed producer, David Dickerman, albeit very briefly, for this week's Weird Sport. David.
Months. It's been years.
No. With the turning it over, albeit very briefly, the introduction, believe it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
This is an interesting sport. It's basically parkour.
This is Wade Thomas looking to chase down Orlando DeVoe, and here we get to see the skills this young man has. He's already sent his chaser one way, and look how he ducks under by the mountain, round by the front line, keeps that speed up, under the ridge, up onto the mountain and over the top, and just flings himself through the tilted cube. It looks so easy, it looks so quick, it looks almost unstoppable.
And there you go, this is the first point for Team Fats. Now, Orlando here, he hasn't just got this technical proficiency. You see him looking at his opponent, but not only that, here on the sideline, he has the speed to outrun Wade. Speed and...
Basically,
it's tag. It's competitive tag, yeah.
No, but remember... Okay, Johnny...
Well, WCT is World Championship tag.
Yeah. Johnny will probably remember this, but remember that one, I guess it was a castle type thing, wooden thing over by,
yes, over there by, what was it? It's, Jefferson? No, not Jefferson. Cunningham.
Yeah.
Over there on McNeil. Yeah.
We used to play tag over there all the time. Dude, it got...
At your own risk. I mean, okay, so for those of you... All right, so let's picture this. The old school 1980s playground play sets that are made out of like recycled phone poles and sheet metal, right? I mean, splinters just by looking at it. I mean, you play on it at your own risk during the daytime, and you definitely don't go to the park after dark because that's when all the crackheads and hookers come out. It's their turf.
Not this one, because we play tag on it almost every weekend.
Well, the one over there at Cunningham, over there off of McNeil. Yeah. No, that one, dude, that was bad because that was over on my side of town. You were on the other side because you went to Hershey, right? Yeah. So the one on your side was probably okay because everybody kind of had this like mutually assured destruction, doctrine thing going on. Over on my side of town,
that's the one we went to.
What?
That's the one we went to.
Really?
Yeah.
You played on it at night?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's bold.
I mean, I'm just telling you from my, of course, then again, I graduated and left Wichita Falls before you did.
Yeah. So
in my day, God, I feel fucking old now. Shit. Anyways.
You are fucking old.
I am. Would you like mini viewers? Let's make it popular. Sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. So David, do us a favor and explain what we're looking at here. We're on a new platform this week.
Yeah, I'm trying it out and see how it goes, but it's I gotta figure out how to manage it a little bit better.
Why? That seems like a perfectly legitimate comment from a perfectly legitimate viewer.
Right? I mean, the Nigerian English is just spot on.
Yeah.
Like, would you like many viewers? All you have to do is pay me $3,500 US.
My friend.
It's a little bit
to unlock.
My friend.
It's deleted. So
give me gift cards.
Don't redeem it.
Don't delete it.
Why would you do that?
Those hacker videos are great, dude.
Oh my god, they're fantastic.
Like, look, I'm looking right at you. There's a camera. See the one that's up in the corner? Here's what the outside of your building looks like, and he shows them Street View. That's awesome.
Start using their names. Oh, it's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're government names. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. So, really. Okay. So as far as baseball is concerned, the Pirates are taking they're taking a big run at Kyle Schwarber. Pete Alonso is he's going to meetings for sit downs with the Orioles and the Red Sox. Framber Valdez, pitcher for the Astros, he's meeting with 3 different teams this week. Starling Marte from the Arizona Diamondbacks, he's involved with several teams as far as trade talks are going to be concerned. It just wow. Yeah, and then there's rumors that the Red Sox are looking at taking a run at both Pete Alonso and Kyle Schwarber, which is going to create a unique problem, especially with Kyle Schwarber, because he played the outfield when he played in Boston. He plays the outfield now in Philadelphia. There's a logjam in the outfield for Boston right now.
An embarrassment of riches, as they say.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. We just need bigger bats. They signed a new starting pitcher like about a week and a half ago. 6'4" dude too. I mean, big right-hander. I mean, he's going to be a number 2 starter behind Garrett Crochet, dude. I just hope that Craig Breslow does not blue ball the shit out of Red Sox Nation. Hey, what's up, girl? But it's I was excited going into the season last year whenever we got Alex Bregman and we had all of this young talent. If we can get Bregman back, which is a very, very high probability, I don't know. I like our chances of not finishing in the fucking cellar this year. You know what I mean? Because you look at Toronto and the way that Toronto constructed their roster, it's insane. And then they're going out and they're trying to bolster their rotation. They're trying to bolster their bullpen. And I mean, for the most part, their bullpen was lights out for the most part, even all the way through the postseason. They're not lacking for offense really at all. So I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting landscape come spring training, about 14 days after the Super Bowl. So, well, no, not after. I think 7 days. Yeah, 7 days after the Super Bowl, pitchers and catchers are supposed to report for spring training. So we shall see. But we're moving on to football here.
Well,
now, go ahead.
Do you have any thoughts on the not a single? I keep wanting to say World Series, and that's not right. Hall of Fame. It's not a single Hall of Fame. Nobody made it through on the first ballot.
I know Jeff Kent did.
He did.
Yeah, Jeff Kent was elected.
Okay. The post I had seen said that nobody.
Long-time Giant and Astro.
Okay. I apologize. I got some bad information. The post I had seen said nobody made it.
Let me take a look here. Right now, Jeff Kent was the only one that's been announced so far. If he's the only one getting in this year,
it's very surprising.
Oh, yeah. He received 14 of the 16 required votes. So, and it's by the ERA committee. So I don't know if they're going to have an inductee class this year. Other candidates were Carlos Delgado, Don Mattingly, Dale Murphy, Gary Sheffield, Fernando Valenzuela. I cannot say his fucking name. Valenzuela. There you go. Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. They didn't get enough votes to even be considered this year.
I can see them, but I'm a little surprised about Mattingly.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie Baseball, dude. He was a bench coach for the Blue Jays this year. That was his first appearance in the World Series ever. I'm like, damn. So, I don't know. I think they've still got some time. I know that the ERA committee needed to get their votes in, but I'm glad to see that Jeff Kent got it. I mean, he's the all-time home run leader at second base. So, I mean, the dude's an absolute stud. So, he'll be joining the class of 2026. So we'll see who the first ballot people are going to be, and that's all up to the sports writers right now. I would be very, very shocked if some of the names that were mentioned this year don't get in, honestly. I mean, you look at like Dustin Pedroia, Rookie of the Year, American League MVP, two-time World Series champion. The guy's got some solid stats, on the field, and he was kind of a mainstay, a staple, so to speak. Even, I mean, just not even so much in Boston, but just kind of across the baseball landscape. That was until that universal douchebag Manny Machado decided to spike him in the knee, sliding into second. But that's my opinion. Past that, yeah, nobody else has been mentioned yet. But again, the writers, I think they still have a little bit of time. So it's going to be a little bit, because the induction ceremony is not until I think it's going to be in the spring, if I'm not mistaken.
So it's usually like March or something like that.
Yeah, it's usually in March. All right, so moving on to football. For weeks, I have been teasing that I'm going to get the latest report card as far as the current standings. My excuse, and that's exactly what it was, is an excuse for not having it the last couple of weeks, is because you, Mr. Mountain Man, have not been in attendance.
I will accept 100% of the responsibility for that.
Well, I wasn't laying it at your feet and throwing you into the bus. I'm saying that's the reason why I haven't released them yet.
Oh, sure.
But
I still accept responsibility.
Okay, well, E2 Brute.
Prostate myself before your feet and humbly beg your forgiveness.
Not given.
3 Hail Marys and
thank you for those that got it.
There's a comic convention coming up in, what is it, this month or next month in January in Pasadena, Texas, which is just north of here.
Yeah.
The guy that the guy that played Prince Humperdinck in The Princess Bride.
Six-fingered man.
No.
No, the guy that played the Prince Humperdinck.
Prince Humperdinck.
Oh,
to start the war. Yeah.
He's
gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, I really want to go. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, moving on to football. After 14 weeks, yours truly, that would be me, for those of you keeping score at home. If you want to share us in a kick community, go right on ahead. Yeah, go for it. I dare you. Bring it. Anyhows, that's what we appreciate about you. I'm at currently, after 14 weeks, not counting tonight's Monday night game, which right now, 8:19 left in the second quarter. The Eagles are trailing 3-7 against the Chargers. I'm at 131-77. David is at 139-69.
Nice.
69. Anyways, see, that's the original joke, people. Give me the 6'7", 6'7". I have forbade my kids from using that joke around me because I just don't find it funny anymore.
It doesn't even mean anything. At least 69 means something.
Right. But next year, the school year is going to be the 26-27 school year.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So teachers, just use that joke as often as possible and just wear it out.
Yes. Make it as cringe as possible, and that way your students
When all the
will
old
stop
people
using
start using it, it'll be like Facebook and the kids will stay
it.
away.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris, you are currently at 143-65. You have a 4-game lead over David. And bringing up the rear by only a game, a very slim margin. I am. Colin is at 130-78. Now, why this has implications tonight's game is that we had a house divided on the picks. David, you and Colin picked the Chargers to win. Chris, you and I picked Philadelphia. So either Colin can make up a game and tie me, and then tie you for the week, or I can get a game separation and you win the week outright. So this is game 7 this week, guys. So
yeah.
It's winner take all kind of a situation, but man, just think about it. We're on week 14.
Dude, this season has gone so freaking fast.
Yes, and it's been rife with head scratchers and what the fuck moments, and
we'll go over that this week.
contrary picks. And,
I'm just happy to be over 500, frankly.
yeah, we all are.
This season, man,
dude. Well, I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm
This has been the
tabulating
most-
these scores, and I added this week's records in, and I'm like sitting there going, well, I mean, we're all above 500, so that's a thing. Right?
This is the most schizophrenic freaking season I think we've ever gone through.
I know. I mean, when
really
New
is.
Orleans can turn around and beat Tampa Bay,
Just
but we'll get into that here. So first on the
fucking
docket,
stupid.
I was the only one last week to put any kind of faith in the Dallas Cowboys because why? Well, Johnny decided he was going to employ some fucking logic. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Reality rejected my logic and inserted itself, right? So,
Really,
I guess
really wanted it.
reality must have been listening in, like eavesdropping in here in my house, because now that we have a 6-month-old baby in the house who absolutely loves Mrs. Rachel, all I hear like throughout the course of the day is put it in, put it in, put it in. I hear Miss Rachel songs all the fucking time, and I'm just like, oh my God. And then what's bad is that I'm like, okay, I'm singing along.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's just so bad. I'm just like, what the fuck? Anyway, so everybody but me picked Detroit. So hey, congratulations, guys. Y'all were right. I was fucking wrong. That'll teach me to pick the Cowboys.
What happens when you go against the Lions, man? I'm telling you. You should have learned by now.
Bear in mind the kind of season the Lions are having.
I know, but still, it's what happens when you go against them.
Right. Well, I righted the world, and everybody unanimously picked the Seahawks to win the battle of the bird cages in Atlanta. So we got that game right. Chris, you and I picked Baltimore against the aging Aaron Rodgers, who ran for a rushing touchdown. I'm like, really? Maybe it was the news that Danica Patrick, his ex-fiance, came out as a lesbian.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes. I am dead serious.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I would like to think that it wasn't Aaron Rodgers that flipped Danica Patrick.
I mean, we know he's bad, but I didn't think he was that bad.
I mean, what is that one other actress, Shailene Woodley? I mean, she's just like, yeah, he's too fucking weird for me, and I live in California. Right? I mean, like when he takes a fucking silence and darkness retreat during the off season and shows up late for OTAs because he didn't come out of his sweat lodge in time. I mean, come on, guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he had a lot of time to reflect too after like 3 plays last season, or no, it's two years ago when he stepped onto the field for the Jets for the first time.
Yeah.
Not even a full series in. He's 3 and out, and he blows his fucking Achilles. You know, but anyway, moving on. Pittsburgh actually won this game.
It was close though.
It was
within
close.
a
Yeah.
score,
So
I take
David
solace in
and
that.
Colin both took Pittsburgh.
So I may have been wrong, but I wasn't that wrong.
Right. Yeah. I mean, now where we were all absolutely unanimously wrong was the Titans beating the Cleveland Browns. And I think Shedeur Sanders has got everything to do with that. Which I did see a little blurb today that the Browns announced that he was going to be their starter for the remainder of the season.
God.
I mean, what kind of season would they have anyway?
But I mean, being the starting quarterback for the Browns, though.
I mean, it doesn't do much for your sex life. I mean, well, maybe it does, but
would I?
well,
would I even tell
okay.
anybody?
So I'm not using Deshaun Watson as an example there because he's kind of the outlier. He's a predator, but like, look at Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
he's out there slaying it, right? He shows up at a University of Tennessee football game, and he is tatted out now, right? I'm like, bro, like he's got tattoos on his knuckles and shit. I'm just like, okay, maybe the Canadian Football League paid him a little bit. I don't know, but anyway, the Titans managed to pull off another win. They're going to win themselves out of the first round or first number 1 pick, man. I'm just saying.
they're pretty close.
It's a neck and neck tie between them and the Jets. But moving on, David, you were the only one to have faith in the Colts. They got bent over a barrel and they were assaulted American Me style.
I was surprised.
They went full deliverance.
Yeah, they did. I was surprised. That's one.
I mean,
squeal for me, boy.
I mean, Jacksonville's not that far from Georgia. There's some dueling banjos going off in the stands. They're looking at Trevor Lawrence. They're like, "You got a pretty mouth, boy." But then they saw that Daniel Jones blew his Achilles, and they descended upon him, boy. I mean, it was brutal, dude. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, let's put it this way: Indianapolis is 8-5 now. They were the 7th seed, but after Houston's performance last night, they are now out of the playoffs. They're in the hunt, and they are the number 8 seed in the AFC. And Houston is the number 7 seed, occupying the 3rd wild card spot, a game back from Jacksonville. So,
yeah,
Houston actually still has an opportunity to win their division this year, which is unreal. But
we have like 4 more weeks to find out.
We do, and there's a lot of divisional games being played over the last month of the season. So,
yeah.
Next up, Chris, you were the only one that had faith in the Vikings. For whatever reason, the rest of us, I don't know what it was, man. I think there was something in the peyote. We picked Washington for some ungodly reason. I mean, the logic was there, but then again, reality pulled up in the driveway and was like, I heard y'all was talking shit. So I apologize. I'm sorry for yelling. Reality.
Reality continues to smack you around, and
it does, man. It really
yet
does.
you don't listen.
I mean, but he never means it. He'll change, right?
I love him. He don't mean it.
He don't mean it. He was drinking.
It was my fault.
He was having a bad day, and I pushed him too far.
I
on the
He
stalk.
told me I should. He told
I'm
me
gonna find me a pair of those like 1980s, abused housewife sunglasses that are like that big. I'm gonna wear them next week.
Get the
It's
house
gonna be
coat
awesome.
and everything. You gotta have the house coat. You gotta have the moo.
With the rollers.
Yeah, you you're gonna do it. You gotta do it right.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay.
Don't take him, I love him.
Start singing Deanna Carter's "Did I Shave My Leg for This?"
Oh,
Oh, all right. So next up was the Miami Dolphins at the Jets. Dude, that was embarrassing. Whew.
No, was it? It's still the Jets.
Well, I mean, it was embarrassing for the Dolphins because they allowed 10 points.
Okay.
it was way
So-
closer than it should have been.
And here's the double take game of the week. We all unanimously picked the Buccaneers to win,
Because of course you do.
and I'm starting to think that the Dallas Cowboys were cosplaying as the Buccaneers, and they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, or snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, rather.
Listen. I think this was dark magic. It feels
Yeah,
like
it was that damn voodoo. That's what that was right there.
voodoo. It was the voodoo.
It was the voodoo, and they put a spell on that pirate ship that they got there in Raymond James Stadium.
It's the Saints. They're only in New Orleans.
They have exorcised the demon, the ghost of Tom Brady out of there. Like that was a game that Mike Allstott should have come out of retirement for. I'm just saying. And for those of you who get the Mike Allstott reference, good job. Next up, we've got the Buffalo Bills. This was an amazing game. This was a snow game. I believe it was the first snow game of the year.
Mhm.
The Bengals kind of had the Bills number for a majority of the game, but the Bills stayed with it and they came back, dude. That game was badass. 39-34 Buffalo. We all picked Buffalo on that one. That was a good game. Next up, kind of a no-brainer. We all picked Denver. And then, Chris, you were the only one that picked Green Bay.
You know, part of me wanted to pick. I actually did write the Bears first, and then I was like, no, fuck that. I deleted it and put the Packers.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. Good for
So
you.
your first instinct isn't always correct.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So listen to that little voice in the back of your head sometimes.
Sometimes. He
Sometimes.
says some crazy shit, so I can't listen all the time. But
Yeah, right. You know that whole bottle of Jose Cuervo is a good idea. No, the fuck it wasn't.
Just
I
whatever.
mean, if you're gonna do it with a good tequila at least.
Hey,
Right. Well, see, okay. To be fair, I was 19, Single in the barracks. right? I decided I'm gonna have a fight with Jose Cuervo, and he whooped my ass, dude.
Oh yeah, we've all
Like,
been
you know,
there.
like, okay, so I'll drink Patron tequila, right? Because it's good. But like, you know, there's some alcohols when you smell them, like you remember the time you almost died and you kind of retch a little bit. That's Jose Cuervo for me. And it doesn't matter what blend it is.
It's just even thinking the
Yeah.
word.
Even
what is
thinking
it?
about Jose Cuervo,
no.
right? like-
Hennessy. Hennessy is
Oh,
mine.
right.
Even
Yeah, there
just-
you go.
Just saying
Cognac
the
is a whole
makes
different
me-
level of fuckery, right? Because that's
Oh.
the
I was a-
brown liquor.
That was the first time I ever blacked out. Was with Hennessy.
Really?
It
Wow.
was. Ugh,
Wow.
That was a bad night.
Yeah, I see. Okay, well, all right. So like the next morning, my squad leader comes into the room and he's like, "Oh my god, are you alive?" And I was like, I was like, "I'm getting up. I'm coming." He was like, "No, you missed PT." I was like,
oh shit.
"Oh shit." He's like, "I'm taking you to the TMC," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh.
So I get there. I'm sitting there. I'm like, let me brush my teeth. And I'm brushing my teeth, dude. I'm gargling mouthwash. I'm just like, all right, putting on deodorant. I sprayed some foo juice on my, the cologne, the smell good.
Yep.
And I'm crawling into my PTs, and we go to the Fruit Medical Center, and the PA's looking me over, and he's like, he does the little turn test, right? And he's like, he goes, "How are you alive right now?" I was like, "What?" He goes, you're in the negatives. Like, what the fuck? So, dude, I sat there. I soaked up 3 bags of IV in about 30 minutes. Yeah. I was jerky when I walked into that office, dude. And then they put me on quarters for 72 hours. Oh,
You got
dude.
orders for
I
being
was going-
hungover?
Dude. Yeah.
What?
I mean, the statute of limitations is out on it, right? So they were like, "You got quarters for 72 hours." And I was like, "But we gotta, I don't want to go. I don't want to." And he goes, you are to hydrate. And then you were to report back to me in 72 hours. I was like, "Yes, sir." And so my squad leader, we're walking out and he's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I know we're supposed to go to the field on Friday and I got to get ready." And he goes, "Well, no, I guess you can go through your fucking TA 50 while you're in your room." I was like, "Yeah." So we went to, dude. All right. So this was back when like Gatorade was like 50 and 75 cents for like the big bottles.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dude, I probably dropped about $30 on Gatorade and water. Right. Go back to my room and I'm sitting there and I'm like, "All right, well, what the fuck do I do?" So I'm doing a correspondence course. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
So
Those
I'm
were
doing one of
fun.
those, and then I'm looking around and I'm like, "I want to play video games." So I'm playing on my Super Nintendo. I'm just like jamming out. And I'm like, after about an hour, I'm like, I'm bored. I'm looking out the window and I'm like, I want to go somewhere. And then my roommate comes walking in. And he's like, "We're going to Chow. You want to go?" I was like, "Yeah,
God,
'cause I have to have an escort everywhere." And he's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because I got quarters for 72 hours. He's like, "How the fuck did you manage that, dude? All you did was drink last night." I was like, "I know."
Yeah.
he goes,
I did
"That's fucked
just
up, dude."
Oh.
He goes, he's like, he said, he's like, "What is it with you and getting 3 days off, man? I don't get it." I was like, I don't know.
Listen,
man.
you got to work hard to get 72 hours of quarters, man.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Yeah.
you really gotta to put some work in on that.
Yeah.
They
I
don't,
did.
they don't give that out easily.
They do not at all. Right. Like at all. I'm like, okay. So when I dislocated my hip,
And this is an infantry unit. Let's not
Yeah.
forget that. Like that is
When I
that's
dislocated
damn near
my hip,
impossible.
they put me on light duty for 24 hours.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm like, what the fuck? I had a major fucking bone pop out of socket, dude. What the hell? Anyway, so get back to football. We all picked the Rams. They beat up on the Cardinals 45-17. Okay. And then Sunday night's game. Holy hell. Now, I believed in the Texans. Not going to lie. The emotional side of this pick was there. It was for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a certain amount of it. Got to go with the Texas team.
What the Texans did to the Kansas City Chiefs last night was a work of art. And here comes the meme. Kansas City's record currently stands at 6-7. They have gone
two away
from
greatness.
to what?
2 away from greatness.
Right? I'm just
Or a
saying.
really good meal.
Exactly. Unless it's 6.9, and then it's just a good time interrupted by a period.
Yep.
Red Wings post.
There's
Anyways, moving on. So yeah, there is a I think it's like a 75% chance that the Texans are going to make the playoffs now. And then they reconfigured what the percentages were for Kansas City. They're down to 16% making the playoffs. And they have officially been eliminated from contention for their division.
yes.
The run of consecutive AFC what is it? West? Yeah, AFC West titles.
Which one are you
It's
talking
over,
about again?
done.
Kansas
Gone.
City. Yep, they will
Mhm.
not win their division this year.
We know one guy who is
Yeah, 13.
super stoked about that.
Oh
We're
yeah,
very, very happy about that.
Yes, yes.
Travis Kelsey.
Travis Swift, aka Travis Kelsey. You know, and they only showed her one time last night,
That's
and it
one
was
time.
when he had that drop. Not the last one that resulted in the interception.
Good
But
lord, Cowboys are
It's-
7%.
It's still one time too many.
yeah.
She's not in the game. We don't need to see her.
What's funny is the fact that she had all these big people in the suite with her last night. There was yeah, hey, look, there's Darius right there. Yeah, how about them Texans, dude? But dude, I'm telling you, man. I mean, like Leonardo DiCaprio, and there was a couple of other big wig people, like big stars that were in that suite last night.
Mm.
And I'm just sitting there going, yeah, they they were promised a good time. Like, holy hell. But
It'd be funny if they all, it was like after the like the last couple of minutes, everybody's like looking at Taylor Swift going, the fuck?
yeah, I saw somebody put it out there today. I think it was Barstool Sports. The signs that the Kansas City Chiefs deal with the devil has officially concluded. I was like,
There's
Oh,
no more
shit.
soul to suck there.
that's right. It's like, who's gonna disappear? Like, I'm like, oh, and an update. With a minute 10 left in the half, Chargers are up 10 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
yeah. All right. Well, let me get this set up here. I will get Colin's picks later. But so let me see here. We are coming up on week 15.
Mm.
I am going to say this. I know that college football is normally reserved for Wednesdays, but Chris, it's Army Navy week. Go Army!
Go Army.
Beat Navy.
Beat Navy.
Okay, there. Got that out of my system. Yeah, there's I'm going to look at the remaining schedule for both Jacksonville and Houston. Houston's definitely got the easier route between now and the final week of the season. The only big team that they've got as far as like any kind of like a speed bump might be the Chargers coming up in 2 weeks, but past that, I think they're playing the Raiders next week. So
No threat there.
yeah, well, let's not say that. Like, I don't want to jinx it.
Are you worrying about the Chargers or?
No, the Chargers are definitely a threat.
Yeah, the Chargers are definitely a threat, but the Raiders are just cocky enough to jump up and be a spoiler. That's all I'm saying. There was little room for margin for the road to the playoffs for Houston. They gave themselves a considerable amount of breathing room last night. Not only did they beat the Chiefs convincingly, I wouldn't even go as far as to say the Cardinals. So,
No.
I mean,
No.
I mean, even though Kyler Murray is supposed to be coming back to start before the end of the season,
It would be weird. It would be a weird upset.
yeah. Now, when I say a little room for there was a little room for error based on their record and the tiebreakers that they have over Indianapolis, and Jacksonville at this point. Jacksonville, they control their own destiny. Absolutely 100%. But we'll get into that here in just a minute. Thursday night's game, we've got Atlanta at Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay finally had their wake-up call for the season. When you lose to New Orleans,
You get slapped.
if it's anything like Detroit, whenever they got embarrassed and then they come in and they play Dallas, That defense is going to step up. So I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa Bay
Yes,
too, because I
absolutely.
like the Falcons.
Yeah. Next up, we've got the Browns. Now, as far as the Browns are concerned, again, the Cleveland Browns have announced that Shador Sanders is going to be their starter for the remainder of the 2025 season.
They're going to have a hard time with the Bears, no matter what.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Mm.
I'm picking Chicago regardless.
No,
Yeah.
big time.
But as far as Shador Sanders is concerned, I think that all they're doing is it's not like they have to play him because he's got first round money in him. I mean, he was taken in the 7th round. So, was it the 7th round or
Fifth
5th round? That's right.
round, and it took like everything for the Browns.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
For
I
someone
mean,
to-
he's out there as the last line of defense. Let's
Yeah.
just put it that way. They're putting him out there because they need a quarterback, and he just happens to be there.
Yeah.
And they don't want him. They don't want him holding the play card. Let's just put it that way. Next up, we've got the Ravens at the Bengals. I'm not convinced with the Ravens right now. I'm not sold on Baltimore.
but I'm still not sold on Bengals.
Yeah, well, the Bengals, with the exception of their meltdown yesterday, well, I wouldn't even say meltdown because Buffalo's tough in the snow. It doesn't matter, right? So,
I'm going Ravens.
but I mean, yeah, I can see your point, but for me, the Ravens can't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
And with Burrow being back, I mean, the Bengals, their defense is starting to stand up and play like a defense. Their offense has just got like this big shot in the arm that they've been needing for most of the season. So, I mean, when you've got somebody like, who did they have? Joe Flacco filling in for him for a while there, and I forget who it was after that. And I mean, it's been like a revolving door at QB1 for the Bengals.
I don't know why they didn't keep Flacco in for a while.
Well, because Flacco, like a lot of aging athletes, has a tendency of sticking around for too long.
Yeah.
And so, time is a predator, and it'll eventually catch all of us.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
I'm
gonna
taking
gamble a little
Cincinnati.
bit. I'm gonna gamble a little bit and go with the Bengals as well.
Yeah. So,
I'm
next up, we've got the Cardinals at 3-10 coming into NRG to play the Texans, who are currently 8-5.
Texans all
Texans.
the way.
My ride or die, I am going to go with the Texans. Moving on. Oh, yeah. All right. So the remaining schedule. You know what? Let's go through the picks first, and then we'll get into
Yeah,
scenarios.
'cause I gotta get these picks in because I gotta.
Yeah. Next up, we've got the Jets at the Jaguars. I'm taking Jacksonville.
Yep.
Yep.
Jags.
Jacksonville.
I would love to see the Jets come in there and be like, yeah, right.
It'd
Because
be
that would
funny, but it
definitely
ain't.
help the Texans for sure. Next up, we've got the Chargers at the Chiefs. I see the Chiefs going the wrong direction. They're going backwards. I
Yep.
think the Chargers.
Yep.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Bills at the Patriots. This is going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I honestly, I don't know, but
Part of me wants to pick the Bills because they have.
I mean, part of me does want to pick the Bills.
I'm picking the Bills. This is going to be my only heartfelt. I love the Bills. I believe in the Pats, but I want the Bills to win this
Because
one.
Drake May, dude, he is an absolute stud this year.
God, yes.
But I
He's
mean,
getting scary.
and the only reason why Denver leapfrogged them and took over the number one seed in the AFC is because the Patriots had their bye week this week.
Hmm.
So, plus they've got the tiebreaker over New England because they did beat New England earlier in the season. Now then we've got Washington at New York. This is the ho-hum game.
Yeah.
I'm going to go New York.
I'll go Commanders.
I wish to use the platypus.
All right. Fedora, Washington. Tail, Giants. He landed on his fedora. Let me flip him again here. Hold on.
No.
Well, because he came up Washington. You taking Washington?
I
Of course
guess.
you are. Agent P said so.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. Just forget I ever did that. You know what? I'm going to change my pick because I can do that. I'm going to take Washington too. Next up, this will be the no-brainer game of the week.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles hosting the Raiders. You know, with as much money as the city of Las Vegas has dumped into that organization, if they ever start winning, they will be their fan base will be insufferable. Absolutely insufferable. This is going to be a good game. The Broncos hosting the Packers.
Broncos.
You know, I think no. I think the Packers. And here's why. Because the Broncos, they don't really start playing until the fourth quarter. And the Packers have been consistent, like all game long consistent. And if the Broncos aren't putting up 40 points, which the Packers, their defense has not allowed 40 points. I think they've only allowed 40 points like twice this year. And so the Broncos, yeah, they win close games, but they're all late in the fourth quarter. And I think that the Packers defense is good enough to overcome that. I'm taking the Pack on that one. What'd you say you were going to take, David?
Broncos.
Okay. And same for you, Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
You already know who I'm picking here.
Taking the Lions?
I'm taking the Lions. I know better. I learned my lesson.
I'm taking the Rams.
I'm going to take the Rams. I
just know the Rams are going to win, and they're going to let me down. This is going to be the time when the Lions finally let me down. But I already know if I pick the Rams, Lions are going to spank the shit out of them.
Right. The Panthers at the Saints. Saints are feeling cocky, but I think Bryce Young's going to go in there and he's going to ball out. He's going to have himself a good game. I'm taking Carolina.
Same.
Yeah, Panthers.
Colts at the Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks.
I'm going to go Colts.
Okay, but that didn't work out for you last week, so
I know it didn't work out for me last week.
Were we going to chalk this one up also as the no shit game of the week? The Titans at San Francisco.
Yeah.
And for Sunday night, we've got the Vikings at the Cowboys.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, our faith is going to be rewarded one of these days.
Eventually, yes. I mean,
they're already out of playoff.
Maybe
no. They're on the outside looking in right now. They have not been eliminated from postseason contention.
I mean, they're at
the hope is still alive.
They're at 7%.
Look, if you give enough fans in the Dallas Fort, if you give enough fans around the Dallas Fort Worth area the slightest flicker of hope,
yep,
they will start a grassroots movement. Fund a Kickstarter. Write, film, produce, edit. They'll even write the score for Brokeback Mountain 2. Okay. They're gonna be like the Ronin. Don't do it. Don't you do that.
Listen,
don't you dare give me hope.
7% is not 0%.
I still like
so you're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance. It's not a 0%.
I still like the joke that I heard this week.
Like,
the odds. If Ice went to the Cowboys game, they would get like 75% of the people there.
Dude, why? Could you not have saved that for our Wednesday show on X?
No, I couldn't.
An ant-sized glimmer of hope. Hey, listen, some of those ants get pretty big. All right, I'm just saying.
I mean, especially those hairy ones, right? You remember those?
Exactly. Right? Those big
Oh.
ass carpenter ants. I'm saying.
Dude, we stabbed one with a bayonet and it went crunch
Yep.
and kept crawling.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it was like, okay, no. Who saw this thing come up out of an ant hill? And we were like, what the fuck is that? And this one dude he was beating it with an e-tool and it wouldn't die.
If you pinch the heads off and eat them, they taste kind of citrusy.
Yeah, I'm not sticking those pincers in my mouth. Fuck that.
That's why you tear the heads off.
All right, we've got Dolphins at the Steelers. You know what? You're gonna go with the Steelers?
Yeah, and with that, everybody, love you guys.
I will too. Love you too, man.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Are you leaving me too, Chris?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
I'll
Thank
stay.
God.
Love you
All
guys.
right.
Love you.
Later, bud. Love you. And just like that, the show got infinitely more beautiful. I don't know, man. I kind of want to say the Steelers, but I don't trust Mike Tomlin enough.
I don't either, but they're at home.
Fuck it, taking the Steelers.
I'm taking Steelers.
You know, Colin's going to pick the Steelers just because.
Exactly.
For whatever reason, that's been his like faithful pick of the season so far.
Listen, it hasn't steered him all that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it really hasn't. Now, with the I gotta pop my neck. It's gonna be so bad when it does. So right now, I mean, with the Arizona Houston game, the Cardinals are averaging 21.7 points per game. Texans are at 21.8. The Cardinals are 15th in the league at 335.5 yards a game. The Texans are coming in at 20th at just a tick over 322. Time of possession, Texans are third in the league at 32 minutes and 10 seconds, right? Defensive sacks, they're sixth in the league at 36. They're second in the league with 15 interceptions. And the turnover differential, they're at plus 12. They are second in the NFL. Now, comparatively speaking, the Cardinals are at plus 1, which is 12th in the league. They've got 9 interceptions, and they're 25th in the league at 24 sacks. They're just a tick under a minute, less than the Texans at time of possession, but they're ranked 9th in the league in time of possession. So I like CJ Stroud in this game. Jake, what is it? Brissett, their quarterback right now. He's got like 2,400 yards passing. CJ Stroud's almost at 2,200, but his CJ Stroud's completion rate is up to like 64, just a little over 64%. He's got 12 TDs on the year. He's got six interceptions. Yeah. But I think that as long as we can avoid the stupid penalties like the false starts, the illegal formations, the holding calls, crap like that, I think Nico Collins is going to have himself a game. I really do. Woody Marks, dude, it's going to be nuts, right? Right now, he's sitting at 554 yards rushing for the year. And that's on 160 attempts or carries. He's averaging 3.5 yards a carry. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns this year. Nico Collins, he is the 5th player in franchise history to hit 4,000 career yards for the franchise. Currently, he's sitting at 916 yards for the season, 61 touches, 4 touchdowns, and he's averaging 15 yards a catch. So that's gonna, 450 yards. Yeah. Yeah, and the defense for the Texans is just nuts, right? I mean, you got Staley Jr., you've got oh crap. My brain is just completely locked up. My brain. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I'll just say that. It's been a long day. My head hurts. I've got a headache. But right now, for the Texans, they've got actually let me see here. Full schedule. See, in the last time that the Texans played the Cardinals, it was 2 years ago. They beat them 21-16. So I don't know. I know that the playbook is going to be a lot different. It's a completely different team. And for those of you listening at home, that was my dog being a complete asshole. So they got the Cardinals this week. They've got the Raiders next week. And then they're finishing. So then they hit the road one last time. They go to SoFi to play the Chargers. That's the game that I'm really kind of like putting a pin in, say this is the one that they need to win for sure. And then they're finishing out the season at home against the Colts in week 18. So right now, it's comparatively speaking, that's a pretty good schedule to have. Let me see here. And I'm going to look at Jacksonville real quick. Because here. Fun fact. Last year, the Jets beat the Jaguars. So
Nice.
All right. So let me see here. Coming up, we do know that they are playing the Jets this week. Why did the Jets schedule come up? I was pulling up Jacksonville's shit. Oh my God. Why are we being special? Come on. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All right. So they're playing the Jets this week. Then they go to Denver next week, or for week 16. That game, that's going to be a challenge for them. Week 17, they play the Colts. At this point, be Colts fans, really. Because Darius played it out. I mean, he said that, the Texans don't have to win out if Jags lose 2 of the next 3, but I don't want to have to depend on other teams. Yeah, it would be nice to see them, finish out on a strong note, as opposed to other teams that historically kind of stumble their way into the playoffs only to, bounce after one and done. But I mean, you look at, I mean, the Jags are going to finish the season hosting the Titans. So they've got definitely a strong team in the number 1 seed right now in the way of the Broncos, but they've still got 2 divisional games left to play. And now, if Tennessee jumps up and decides that they're going to give their fans something to hope for next year and finish the season strong on a win, and be like what, fucking 4-15 or some bullshit like that. But hey, I'm all for it. But I really, yeah, Jacksonville can control their own destiny. And to an extent, Houston can too, as long as they continue to win, they continue to do the right things, they continue to take care of the ball. And they get those, the defense keeps playing the way that it's playing. They'll punch their ticket to the postseason pretty good. At this point now, you're Houston. They've got really, they've got something to lose, but I would look at it more of the way of they're going to lose out on their chance to, be a wild card, but they're looking at that division, right? They're only a game back. They get that division, and depending on, what their record does between now and the end of the year, I mean, they could finish 12-5 and they could be like the number 3 seed. Now, granted, they'll still have to play the wild card round and, to make it to the divisional series, but I would like those chances as the number 3 seed a lot better than trying to eke in as the number 7 or the number 6 seed. I mean, really. So I don't know. It's up in the air, and like I said, I like our chances, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be a fun season, or a fun postseason the rest of the way. It's gonna be a good season and definitely a good postseason to watch. But I don't know. Past that, really NASCAR news. We're talking about there's still that trial is still going on. Front Row Motorsports and 2311 Racing. I mean, they're just being. I mean, I see the point on both sides. The judge didn't do NASCAR any favors by stating that they were the premier stock racing organization in the country, which means they're the only ones. If you want to race in a NASCAR race, you have to go through NASCAR to do it. You want to race those type of cars, you have to go to NASCAR to do it. It just the whole charter, the way that the charter system works, I know I like the charter system, but then again, I don't, because with the charter, all you're really doing is you're guaranteeing yourself a starting spot versus no starter or no charter. You have to actually qualify on time, and you have to actually qualify to make the race every week, right? The charter system was basically kind of invented to give sponsors more bang for their buck, right? If the team that I'm sponsoring has a charter, it doesn't matter if they qualify last, we're still going to be in the race. Our car's still going to be seen. Our company's going to get some advertising, right? Especially if they're on the, if the TV shows them, right? Versus the non-charter teams where they have to come in, they have to qualify on time. The problem with not having a charter is that we ran into back in the early 2000s, in early 2010s, we had the what we call the start and park teams. They'd come in, they qualify for the race, they would go out, they'd start it, and they'd run like a handful of laps, and then they would park the car, right? They'd pull into the garage and call it a day. Because at that point, they know that they don't have the equipment to compete for a win or even a top 15, but they know that they're going to get paid, right? And it's all about that, they're out there Happy Gilmoring, NASCAR to death. So NASCAR decided that, all right, we're going to start charters, and it gave sponsors more than the owners themselves. It gave the sponsors a guaranteed spot in the race, depending on what team it was that, and depending on how your team performed was going to dictate how much time, screen time you were going to get. NASCAR has been kind of thrown under the bus a little bit. The emails and text messages that have come to light have not been favorable for NASCAR. They have been talking a lot of shit about a lot of teams. They called Richard Childress a dumb redneck.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. And even 2311 Racing has been kind of exposed a little bit. Emails with Michael Jordan calling Denny Hamlin, his co-owner, a bad businessman. You know, so like, and those two are supposed to be friends.
Right.
So, you know, I'm like, wow, okay. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully this trial doesn't drag out for too much longer because NASCAR needs to announce what their format packages or formats for the playoff or for the playoffs, their point systems format for next season is going to look like. There's been no word on that yet. I think they're waiting until just before Daytona to announce that. What it's going to look like, I don't know. I don't see them going back to the old 36 race, points format where there were some years where we had a series champion crowned before the last race of the year, right? Kind of took the wind out of the sails, if they have a playoff format like they have had, instead of having it being a one race take all for the championship, make the final four run for a 3 race, 3 races, and the best average finish out of those 3 races wins the championship, kind of a thing. So, I mean, it makes it more strategic, and it definitely will keep people tuning in for longer, kind of a thing. So, but all I know is that next season, whenever they fire up the engines and they step on that track for the first time in Daytona in February, our boy Kyle Larson's going to have that little NASCAR Cup Series 2-time champion patch on his fire suit. Yeah, buddy.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, boy. I mean, would I like to see him repeat and get his 3rd one next year? Yeah, absolutely. But I honestly, I want to see William Byron get one. I really do. I like William Byron.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, I mean, bring that 24 car back to championship victory lane. Yes, sir. But I don't know, man. Just a little over an hour, and I don't know. I think we should land the plane. This, be what it is. Little programming note. Not next week, but the week of. Let me pull up my calendar here. Handy dandy notebook. Not the 15th, but on the 22nd. That is the week of Christmas. That is going to be our Die Hard Christmas annual reading.
Love it. Every year, I love it.
Yeah, and so what we're going to do also is normally our What the Hell College episode that is usually live on X on Wednesdays. We're going to pre-record that on the 23rd because I am not working Christmas Eve. I'm sorry. It will air on Christmas Eve, but we're not gonna go live. And then of course, we're going to celebrate Christmas on the 25th. The 26th, my wife and I are going to drive up to Wichita Falls because I'm getting my boys for the New Year's or for the New Year, which is cool. I can't wait.
Nice.
But yeah. Yeah, so that programming note, the 22nd, be here, be square. I'm going to have my wife beater on. I'm going to figure out a way to duct tape a 45 to my back.
Yes. Actually, technically, wasn't it a...
it was a 9mm. It was a Beretta.
Yeah.
Well, the best that I can do, you know what? I've got a...
Even a SIG.
I've got a toy Beretta out in the garage.
Oh, there you go.
I'll spray paint the whole damn thing silver.
Yes.
What I'll have to do though is I'll have to mask off the handle, the grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
I'll pull out the scribing tool and I'll detail it like I do my Gundams.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy. Anyways, I'll shoot it with a clear coat so that way the paint's sealed on it, and I'll have it taped to my back. It'll be good.
Perfect.
But anyways, we appreciate everybody that's stopped in and said hi. This has been 241 episodes of absolute chaos and fuckery. Thank you. And you're welcome, by the way. Without further ado, I am Johnny Skelton.
I am Chris Mountain Man Jacka.
And on behalf of our producer, David Dickerman, and Colin Skelton, you don't have to go home, people, but you sure as hell can't stay here. Be back this same time next week, same bat channel, same bat time, the whole 9 yards, yada, yada, yada. You've been privy. You become indentured. I would say that your life is better for it, but that goes without saying.